Welcome back to Retro Racer. We're here to give my friend Greg's cars a bit of a run. It's 6 of his favourite cars that he couldn't get to run properly on his track, either due to corrosion issues, connection issues due to heat and cooling, which is pretty drastic over here in Thailand, with or without air conditioning, and also load issues with a couple of these cars down the back here that have more magnet. So I'll try and get this done in one take, but to be totally honest, this is about the fourth take already. I'll see if I can get through without making a drastic mistake this time, so bear with me. The Camaro is over 20 years old from memory.
3, 2, 1, go!
The magnets have gone missing, and the tyres are original and very hard. I've given them a sand and a really good wipe on the damp microfiber cloth to see if we can get them to work for 10 laps or so.
Greg's Camaro did a new fastest lap. Fastest lap by Greg's Camaro. Greg's Camaro did a new fastest lap. Greg's Camaro did a new fastest lap. Fastest lap by Greg's Camaro.
It's actually just fun to drive, this one.
Red flag.
I'm just using all 6 lane sensors in Smart Race, but I'm just using them all on the green lane down here. And that way I can assign, as you would, a driver per lane, but I'm assigning a driver per sensor, and that allows you to see all the cars come up here. Hopefully I've programmed and entered them all in correctly. Just returning the track now to full power, which is 12 volts, 1.2 amp. It's just an original Arton power supply, but I do have a choke in here, just down here, that you can't see. Which is just going to allows me to run all my cars non-magnet and turn it down for other cars that are difficult to drive.
Fastest lap by the Jaguar CX75. Red flag.
That was misfiring. Wasn't powering up on the straight properly.
By the Jaguar, new track record by the Jaguar CX75. Red flag.
That's pretty quick. It's got original tyres on it. I did give them a light sand and a rub on the damp microfiber cloth just to try and find some fresh rubber and get them cleaned. So that was pretty impressive for a box stock magnet car. The next one is the Fly Marcos. Same original tyres with the tread depth markers on it, front motor, a 5mm by 8mm diameter button magnet there. I actually have one of these in my collection too, and I quite like having a drive of these every now and then. This may not put its power down as well. I will just give the tyres just another wipe, but by doing that the first or second lap's pretty useless because it takes a little while for the tyres to dry and warm up again. Let's see how we go.
Best lap time by Greg's Marcos. Red flag.
I've just hit the red flag whenever I move because I don't want to cast a shadow over the sensors here, because you can see the red things come up off the screen. It gives false laps, and if I do that while it's green flag, you get a false lap and we won't get a true indication on the screen that you're seeing in the top right, I think, is where it will end up in the edit.
Red flag.
That went pretty well as well. I reckon that would be 15 to 20 years old as well. So that's pretty impressive. Basically a stock out of the box fly car. This is where it gets interesting, because this Slot.it Toyota has got, we think, either a 25 or 30,000 RPM motor. If my memory serves me correctly looking at it, I think it might be a scale auto motor. And I can't remember if it was 25 or 30,000 RPM. My power supply here just runs it. It's got 2 of the thick slot magnets in it, and what appears to be slotted silicon tyres, I believe. I can't guarantee that we're going to get this car to run successfully, because the magnets are dragging on the track, so it might cut the power supply out. But we'll give it a go and see what happens.
Red flag.
Just give the tyres another wipe.
Red flag.
Might stop that there. That car's dragging. The tyres are too low a profile. So gave it a shot. We'll just change over now to the Jaguar that you can see there. I'll just get these sensors changed. So the Slot.it Jag also has one of those same motors with 2 magnets. Just give the tyres a wipe once again. And the counterbore in the bottom of the chassis to hold the screw in is gone. It did have a piece of cardboard washer and a self-tapping screw that's way too long, and it was bottoming the car out. So I'm just going to try and run it without that screw, just to try and get it around the track a few times.
Red flag.
That was really difficult. It's got the 2 magnets. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before. And the final car is the Slot.it 962 Porsche. Same deal with the motor and the 2 thick magnets. This one seems to have a slightly high profile rear tyres on it, and I think it drives around okay. Just remember to change this sensor over. Be interesting to see if the Porsche can take the lead.
Red flag.
Wow, that was dragging its ass on the track, and it was really difficult to get it to flow, but it delivered the goods.